Hi, welcome to Curtis Goes Corner. Proud to live in the greatest country in the world. Unfiltered opinions, no PC discussion here. Agree, disagree, hate it, love it, it's all good. Sit back and enjoy some unfiltered commentary. We discuss politics, culture, interviews, and more. Your comments are always welcome. Please help the channel by hitting that subscribe button. Doesn't cost a thing. And as always, thanks for your support. Hi, folks. Welcome back to Curtis Goes Corner. The Washington Examiner. Joe Manchin, I can't believe 72 million voted for Trump out of disgust for Democrats. Oh, I can. Joe Manchin was probably one of the few Democrats left at that level of government that I had any respect for, even though he voted for impeachment twice, which was totally stupid. And if I recall from memory, he had 49% and change against his Republican opponent who had 46 and change in West Virginia, of all places. So I was a little surprised when I read this and what he said. The centrist Democrat from West Virginia, who announced earlier this month he would not support Democratic efforts to end the legislative filibuster or pack the Supreme Court, talked to the New York Times about his thoughts on the 2020 election. I can't believe 72 million people are either that mad or just scared of the Democrat Party to vote for what I consider a very flawed individual. Who cares? What are you, talking with your daughter over a future son-in-law? I mean, what do you care about his personality? It has nothing to do with nothing. Everything is feelings with these people. And I'm surprised that Joe would do this. And I say Joe, not out of disrespect. I actually used to like the guy. Here's a person who lost 230 lives under his watch. Basically denounced the science completely because it might hurt him politically as a lack of compassion or empathy for humans, and denigrates anybody and everybody that does not agree with him. Oh, seriously? Have you talked to the progressive wing of your party lately? They want to make lists of Trump enablers whose lives they can destroy. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Joe, how 72 million people could still walk in and say, yeah, it's better than that? I just can't figure it out, Manchin said. That was a sobering thing for me. My state got wiped out this election. So I would say I'm just looking at myself. I have not been good at my message. I know why I'm a Democrat. And I know that I've never seen the Democrat Party forsake anybody. Oh, really? What about this? The cities under Democrat control, the major cities have been living in misery and poverty for decades. Some almost a century. Are you kidding me? Trump and Joe Biden each set records for the 2020 election. Trump received nearly 74 million votes and Joe Biden near 80 million votes, which is a record. When asked why rural areas voted Republican, Manchin cited what his own constituents told him. Well, what do you think they said? And just what I thought. He said voters complained about the liberal voices of Washington, D.C., whose support for defunding police and did not condone riots this summer. There's not a member in the Democratic caucus that condones any of this violence or riots or looting. None, he added. You know what, honestly? Either you are clueless or that's horse shit. One of the two. Come on, are you serious? They were clapping behind the scenes this was going on. It was to their advantage. The more turmoil, the better during a presidential year. Unbelievable. Joe, we having a bad day? I don't know. He continues, I just would hope that people would start looking at the person that they're voting for, not the party they belong to. Yeah, okay. A Democrat who is a moderate conservative like myself is much needed to bring other people to that moderate position. Not when you talk like that. Not when you talk like a partisan hack. I don't care if it's the New York Times. You don't have to give them what they want. See, that's the problem with Republicans especially, and especially these center-leaning, I'll call them old-school Democrats, who I still respect in most cases. They want the media to like them. Who gives a damn if you're likable? So they say and they do ridiculous things so they get some of the spotlight. And it's ridiculous. He shouldn't be talking to the New York Times, period. He's smarter than that. And I thought better. Manchin also explained his rationale behind opposing his party's efforts to end the Senate filibuster. If we can't come together to help America, God help us. If you've got to blow up the Senate to do the right thing, then we've got the wrong people in the Senate, or we have the people that won't talk to each other, Manchin said. Unbelievable. They don't care. They want to give statehood to Puerto Rico, D.C. They want to add seats to the court. These are the people that you're defending, Joe. You're in the wrong party. I know it's tough. I know you're a sitting U.S. Senator. That's not exactly what I would call a local mayor or city councilman. It's a huge position, very high up the food chain. But you got to leave. You got to leave, Joe. You got to do it. You have to do it. Manchin said he was confident that the New York Senator Chuck Schumer, who may remain as the Senate Minority Leader should Republicans win the Senate runoff elections in Georgia, will talk to anybody and everybody. Horse shit. Yeah, everybody and anybody with a D in front of their name. And that's not 100% either, to reach a compromise, including Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. You had a president, or it looks like he's going to be gone, who was one of the biggest deal makers in the world. That's what he did. And you would not deal with him for 4 years under any circumstances. You or Nancy Pelosi. Both of you are just plain evil. I'm sorry. It's incredible to me that Joe Manchin would do this. I'm almost speechless. I was pretty ticked when he voted for both articles of impeachment as well. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to play both ends to the middle. I really don't know. And I'm incredibly disappointed. Senator Manchin. I really am. I thought you were better than that. Maybe this whole year has just screwed up everybody. But I'm kind of heartbroken a little because I was a Democrat my whole life. I switched in 2013 to Republican, and I still had some feelings for the old school Democrat Party. And he was one of those main pillars in that, and now that's gone too. So I'm a little sad. And I'm also mad as well. I'm really, really surprised. Anyway, folks, there it is. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.